Hello guys, this is Landorus-t back with another Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle, and as you can see from the team preview, this battle is against a guy. Well, I found him on my Skype. Yeah, he added me on my Skype, and he asked for a battle. It was an OU battle versus JJ. Well, it's not his name JJ, but it's his initials, so yeah, it's a battle against him. It was a pretty interesting OU battle. Well, it was made with lots of predictions and it was really cool. And as you can see from the time of the video, it was a little bit long. I think it was like 44 turns or something. So on his team, he has 4 water type Pokemon, and there is like weather wars on this battle because we both have rain. And yeah, Tentacruel with Rain Dish and Black Sludge will be kind of annoying to take out. Rotom Wash, if it is Scarf, Hydro Pump, Rain Boost will do a lot. And Vaporeon, if it is Hydration with the rest thing, it will also be annoying, so I have to keep watching out for that. So let's go straight into the battle. Yeah, I'm challenged by Jordan. Yeah, Jay, you got it. Now, I'm gonna lead off with my I care because, you know, he cares about stuff and, you know. I'm gonna lead off with his Rotom Wash that is red, that's cool. I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch because I don't really have much to do against him because Thunder isn't in the range, so even Thunder wouldn't take him out, so judging by the damage of Volt Switch. So I'm gonna go into my Jirachi as he goes for the Volt Switch. Now this is sped up because, yeah, it's just stalling around because I'm gonna go for the Body Slam. Of course, I'm going to get the Para Hex. He's gonna go for the Pain Split, get all his health back, and take out my health, if that makes any sense. And I am burned, which is kinda bad. But now I can go for a Wish, and Protect, and all the things that Jirachi do. He actually goes for the Hydro Pump. It does a lot into my specially defensive Jirachi. So, yeah, it does a lot. And now he's gonna switch out. He's gonna go into his Blissey, as I'm gonna go for the Protect. He predicted the Protect, that's why I switched it out. And now I did get my Wish back up, so I'm gonna go for the Body Slam. And it does nothing to a Blissey. I thought that thing was like pitiful defenses, and yeah, you know, I'm burned and stuff. So, I'm gonna go for another Wish. And he's gonna go for the Seismic Toss, get as much damage as possible on me. And then on the following turn, I can go for the Protect because I'm at below 100 HP, so Seismic Toss would have been able to kill me. Then I don't want that. But right now, I figure, what am I trying to achieve with this? Because there's nothing I'm doing, to be honest, just wasting PP and stuff. So I'm gonna go into my Breloom because even if it decides to go for the Seismic Toss, it won't do much to me. And yeah, that's basically it. Now he's gonna switch up because he doesn't want to take a physical move into the face. So yeah, he actually predicts my Sword and goes into Rotom Wash because it's paralyzed and it's already status, so it won't be affected by Sword. And I can switch out because there's nothing I can do right now because I think that thing will outspeed me and go for the Will-O-Wisp and burn me. But he actually predicts my switching to Jirachi, so it goes out into his Dragonite, if that makes any sense. Well, it does make sense because you will see a move he will show that, well, they'll code my Jirachi from this range. So I'm gonna go for the Body Slam. Of course, I'm going to get a Para Hex on him because, you know, Body Slam and Serene Grace and stuff. So he does get first turn Para Hex, which is kind of bad for him. And yeah, and now I'm gonna switch out because I wanted to go for Landorus, get the Intimidate off, and yeah, cripple that thing, right? Yeah, because Intimidate the Dragonite does nothing. I'm gonna go into my Landorus, like I said. I'm gonna get the Intimidate off. And after Intimidate, the Dragonite won't be able to do much to me. And now it shows the Earthquake. I don't really run Earthquake on my Dragonite sets because, you know, I don't really want that. But against my Jirachi, it would have been able to O-code him. So that was a good play on his part. Now I'm gonna go for the U-turn because I knew he would switch out there. Yeah, he's intimidated. There's nothing he can do, right? Gonna go for the U-turn. Gonna get out of there. Gonna go into my I care because, like I said, he cares about stuff, right? So the Stealth Rocks have been kind of annoying to my I care because, yeah, it's a flying type and weak to Stealth Rocks. Gonna go for the Grass Knot to see how much it would do, and it does nothing. Yeah, it's a Rotom Wash. That thing is like a feather, it does weight and things, so that explains it. Gonna go for the Hydro Pump because I know he cares about stuff. And yeah, he lives with 2 HP. Gonna go for the Volt Switch, and you're like, 97, why did you go for the Volt Switch? You'll die next turn, you'll get in because you don't have a spinner. But no, I can save that thing as a Death Fodder because if I have that thing as a Death Fodder, it will be kinda nice for me. And yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do much. Now I'm gonna predict his Will-O-Wisp, go out into my Jirachi that he's already burned, so he won't be affected by the Will-O-Wisp. And yeah, after that, I can go no, after this turns effects, of course, I'm gonna go for the Iron Head to see how much it would do, but no, Rotom Wash Quad resists Iron Head, so I'm not going to do anything because leftovers of Rotom Wash are getting him more health than the Iron Head is doing to him. So now I'm gonna go for the Body Slam because, you know, it's not resistant and stuff, but it still does nothing, and he does get paralyzed, which is kind of bad for him. But now I know that I can go for the Wish, and even if he doesn't get paralyzed, I will die, but then I can go safely to something and pass the wish into that thing. It will be kind of helpful for me, but he does decide to get paralyzed again. And now I'm like, I'm not going to switch out, getting any possible damage on something. So if he does get paralyzed again, good, I'll get the wish back up. If he doesn't, I'll die, because, you know, that's Jirachi, okay? And this turn he does decide to not get paralyzed, goes for the Volt Switch, finish off my Jirachi, and yeah, down goes my Jirachi, and I wasted the wish. That was kinda bad, but I do get the switch in initiative. I'm gonna go into this Tentacruel, as I'm gonna go into my Breloom, because if I can go for the Spore, put that thing asleep and then set up one Swords Dance, and I'll do a lot of damage to something. He actually does another good play, goes into his Dragonite that is obviously paralyzed, so he won't be affected by the Spore, and now he gets a free switch in, which I'm playing really terrible right now. Well, I'm not playing terrible, but he is doing nice plays, that's for it. Then I'm gonna get paralyzed as I go for the Landorus and get intimidated off. And this is his turn, it's the most funny turn of the battle. I go for the Stealth Rocks, and after this, he'll go for the Outrage. No, he went for the, he went for the Earthquake, predicting my switch, I'm sorry. He'll go for the Outrage next turn. He both predicts right here, goes for the Earthquake, but now I'm not going to switch out. But now I'll go for the Stone Edge, basically to break a multi-scale. He goes for the Outrage. Look how much Outrage does. It does nothing, it's an Outrage coming from a Dragonite. And it does nothing to my Landorus. Well, that explains the Intimidate, right? But still, now I can go for another Stone Edge. Don't miss this Stone Edge, which is kind of helpful for me. And I'm going to take out the huge threat, which was the Dragonite. So down goes Dragonite. And yeah, Landorus is standing on a good position right now, as he brings in the Politoed. Finally gets Rain up. Well, we have rain teams, and we didn't have rain up, which is kind of strange. But now he gets a rain up. I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna further out my I Care. Well, he cared about stuff, but now he's dead, right? Yeah, and he does go now for the Ice Beam, and I don't see leftovers, so I know that's a choice Politoed, which will kind of be good knowledge for me, as I can go into my Scarfed Keldeo, go for the Secret Sword, and yeah, basically kill something. Well, kill him if he stays in, because Ice Beam will do nothing to my Keldeo, because it's resisted, and Keldeo is a boss. I'm gonna go for the Secret Sword. The action furthers out is Root and Wash. Nice play on his part, as now he's gonna go into his Vaporeon. Maybe he knows I'm locked into Secret Sword, or even if I am not locked into Secret Sword, Hydro Pump, Surf, or HP Ice or something won't be able to do much into the Vaporeon. So, and I don't know if that thing is Water Absorb or Hydration yet, so I can't go for a Hydro Pump or something. As he goes for the Toxic's my Keldeo, which is kind of bad because Keldeo is being wielded down by poison. Now I can go into my Politoed, my own Politoed, and yeah, he does go for the rest right here, predicting me to stay in and go for another Secret Sword. And now that he goes for the rest, I know that he does have the Hydration as an ability, as you can see in the next turn, because he will wake up, and that's kind of annoying because he can rest up all the damage, get all his HP, and then right away wake up, which is kind of bad. Now he's gonna go into his Blissey, as I think I go for the Toxic, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I do. I go for the Toxic. Thankfully, I don't miss, but that thing has Natural Cure, so it won't be that helpful. So, but no, it still is, because you will stay in for a few turns, and it will be whittled down, because Blissey with an enormous HP, Toxic will take out loss of HP also. So now I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna go into my Breloom, because even if it decides to go for the Seismic Toss, I'm above 100 HP, so I won't die. He's gonna go instead for the Toxic, and I actually rather be him for going for the Toxic than for the Seismic Toss, because I know I can outspeed the Blissey. Go for the Bullet Seed, because Bullet Seed is a physical move, and because of Technician, Stab, and stuff, it will be able to take that thing out if I get 3 times. But look at the HP bar going down, that explains a critical hit. Well, the only reason the crit mattered is that if I only got 2 turns of Bullet Seed. If I got 3 turns, that didn't matter, but who knows, we will never know that, right? But now, yeah, I know that my Breloom will die next turn, so I do decide to stay in. I do pack the Back Punch, so I can go for the Mach Punch, get a huge amount of damage on this Politoed. Look at that damage, my god, it's at Red's HP right now, as he does go for the Ice Beam and takes me out right now. Well, it wasn't kind of bad, because my Breloom was practically dead, so that didn't matter that much. So I'm gonna go into my Keldeo. I'm Scarfed, I'm pretty sure I can outspeed. I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump. Thankfully I don't miss, because yeah, had I missed the Hydro Pump it would be really bad. But no, I don't, as he now goes into Vaporeon, and I do decide to stay in, go for the Hydro Pump, because it's range boosted and stuff. I would like to see how much it would do to the Vaporeon, because looking at the damage of Secret Sword, which is a physical move, it should be a physically defensive Vaporeon, so I go for the Hydro Pump. Unfortunately for him, I do get a critical hit, which is really bad for him, because now in the next turn I can outspeed, and the only thing he can hope for is go for the rest if I miss the Hydro Pump. But as you can see right now, I go for the Hydro Pump, and unfortunately for him, I'm not going to miss the Hydro Pump, and I'm going to take out the Vaporeon, so that's a dead Vaporeon. Sorry Vaporeon, but you went down, and I do know that next turn I'll die from poison. There's no reason for me to switch it out right now. My Keldeo is practically dead, and Keldeo can't do anything to this Tentacruel, so the only thing I have to kill the Tentacruel is my Landorus with Earthquake. And I'm pretty sure I can kill the Tentacruel with an Earthquake on full HP, because you know it's a Landorus-t, that enormous attack set, and Stab, Earthquake, and super effective, and Politoed doesn't have the best defenses in the world. So now I do decide to go with my Politoed, as it goes for the Toxic Spikes, and I'd rather be normal poison than toxic, so I went right away for Politoed, as Landry is not affected by poison spikes, if that makes any sense. Now I'm gonna get, my only reason I brought Politoed right now is hoping that to get the burn with Scald. In not getting the burn with Scald played a big role later on in the battle, as you'll see. Well, you won't see, I'll explain that later. But yeah, I do now, he has Protect and stuff, so he's whittling me down by Poison and Scald, and I don't have a recovering move, which is kinda bad for me. And Scald is the only thing I have to pray for to get the burn. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm practically dead. He now goes again for the Protect, basically to try to kill me off, and he doesn't have the Rain Dish and the Black Sludge like I said on the team preview, and he's not gonna go for another Scald. Almost takes me out. I know I'm gonna die next turn, and unfortunately I don't get any burn with Scald, but no, it's live. I hexed him out on this battle. I got 2 crits I think, so in power hacks and stuff, so that I'm not going to complain, as he takes me out with another Scald right here, and now he's at full. And now I can't explain you this, but while we were battling, I outsped and I went for Earthquake. And while I went for Earthquake, he lived with 11 HP and took me out with a Scald. But on the VS's recorder, he outsped and go for the Scald and take me out, and I didn't even attack. But on the battle, and if you are seeing this, watching this video, you'll say that in the description or in the comments stuff, that you lived with 11 HP. I went for Earthquake, and if he had got the burn, I would have won the battle, because he won't be at full. Now, yeah, that would have been able to knock him out. That's why burn mattered. But on the team, on the VS recorder, it didn't record it for some reason, so I can't explain you that. Maybe a glitch or something, I don't know. But the guy I battled, I'll tell you this battle in the link and stuff. So you can send the description on the comments, goddammit. So people will believe me, because I went for Earthquake. I don't know what happened there. You can see that. So, yeah, leave a like if you like this battle. It helps me a lot. And I'm gonna say that until next time, later.